Hello, welcome to War Games Illustrated HQ and welcome to Dan Mersey's Battle Ravens. This is a new board game from Plastic Soldier Company. Now we don't normally do board games, but we're making an exception for two reasons. One, we like the Plastic Soldier Company. Two, we like Dan Mersey. Three, we like Peter Dennis. Peter Dennis is the artist who you will know from such lovely artwork as this, and also his Paper Soldiers. Now, one of the key ingredients of this game is Peter Dennis's Paper Soldiers, or at least a cardboard counter version of. These are the main playing pieces in the game. What we're going to do today is myself and Jamie are going to play the game out, and by doing so we're going to give you some idea of what it's all about and some idea of whether or not you like it or not and might want to purchase it yourself or back their Kickstarter, because I believe it's a Kickstarter game. So, as I said, we've got loads of playing pieces here. They're divided into the two armies that are battling off against each other, the Anglo-Saxons and the Norse. It's a game of Shieldwall combat. That's entirely what it's all about. There's nothing more than a clash of Shieldwall and the tactics involved and the luck involved and, of course, the fighting involved and who's going to win. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to set the board up. There's the rules, little rule book there. Set the board up, which is very simple and straightforward and looks a bit like this. So one of us on one side, one of us on the other side. We're going to set that up. We're going to get the cards out as well. There's cards for... Are you all right being the Anglo-Saxons?
I'll be Anglo-Saxons.
There you are. There's your cards, Anglo-Saxon cards. Or at least there's the ones that you get to choose from. In actual fact, what you do is you take 5 of these cards. So give them a bit of a shuffle yourself. Take 5 of them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the rest away. And you can have a look at those in a minute. The cards are actually in the advanced version of the game, but we're such professionals that we're going to go straight for the advanced version. Okay, right, so we're going to set this board up. Now, how this works simply is you've got 2 different categories of troops. You've got herdmen and you've got the Bondi, or however you want to pronounce that. And that's the same on both sides. Norse herdmen, Norse Bondi, Anglo-Saxon herdmen, Anglo-Saxon Bondi. 3 of each of those troop type go in each square on the table. So while we do that, you can listen to some sounds of people attacking each other and we'll set the board up and see you back in a second. Okay, right, we've now got the board completely set up. So as you can see, we've got the Anglo-Saxons over there, we've got the Norse over here. Actually, you probably can't tell from that distance, but take my word for it, that's what we've got. We've got 3 Bondi in each square, and we've also got 3 herdmen in each square as well, facing off against each other. Now the herdmen are the better quality warriors, and they've got 2 hits as opposed to the Bondi that have got 1 hit. That'll come up apparent during the game. Dice as well are another thing you get with the game. Dice are very important. We do loads of dice rolling. We'll put the dice over there for now. We've also got these Raven counters here. The Raven counters are really important. Now we've got the red ones for the Norse and we've got the white ones for the Anglo-Saxons. So I'll pass Jamie his white Anglo-Saxon ones. What we do with these tokens is we place these in the squares. Now in each action we're allowed to put a maximum of 9 of these Raven tokens in each square. 9 of the 20. Once you've put you're up to 9 in each square, you move on to another square and you put up to 9 in that next square. So you've got to decide how you're going to distribute. Now the reason for using these and the reason for distributing these is these give you dice rolls. If I was to put 2 ravens in that square there, it effectively gives me 2 dice rolls to attack Jamie with, or 2 dice rolls to defend with as well. So again, as the game progresses, I'll explain how the fighting procedure works. Ultimately, what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to take 3 of our opposite numbers squares. I'm trying to take 3 of his squares, he's trying to take 3 of my squares. So we're trying to break the shield wall and get in and and take over territory. The only other thing that's worth pointing out at this stage is at the back here, you'll notice we've got 3 thralls. They add in a re-roll. So during each turn, we get to throw in our thralls and say, right, I want to re-roll that, and I'll burn a thrall to do that. So that's a nice little mechanic that gives you an extra re-roll. Right, let's now press on and place our ravens. So I'm going to go first for no apparent reason. So as I said, I'm going to place up to 9 of my ravens in any one of these squares. I'm going to start by placing 4 ravens in that square there as my action. Right, over to you as your action.
I will follow up with 3 in my square.
Okay, and I'm going to then put 5, I think, in the middle here. So I'm going to go hard in the middle, 5 in the middle.
Scary. I will go with 4 on my left flank.
Okay, and I am going to go with 5 again in the centre here.
Let's match that 5 with a 6 from me.
Okay. One thing to bear in mind is you can't go back. Once you've placed your ravens in the squares, you can't go back and say, oh, I think I'll add another one because he's put another one in there. That's not the done thing. It's not part of the rules. So I'm now going to go on my flank over here. I am going to put 2 there. So I'm quite weak over there on the flank.
I will put 2 against the other 5 you placed.
Okay, I'm going to put another 2 there. To the left of centre.
I'll oppose that 2 with 3.
I'll put my final 2 there.
My final 2 opposite that as well.
Okay, right, okay, so that's all the ravens placed. They're all the ravens placed for this turn. As we did it in I go, you go way, and we're not allowed to touch those now. They're all in and locked in. So then we go straight into the fighting. So loads of dice being used, and there's a dice basically for each of the ravens that we've placed. So if we go straight in with one of the heavier combats right in the centre here, I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raven tokens that give me 5 dice. Now Jamie's got the option to just take these hits and attack back the next as his action, or he can defend. He gets to choose whether he's going to defend after I've rolled the dice. So let's roll the dice and see what happens. 5 ravens, 5 attacks. There's the dice been rolled, and I'll tell you what those scores mean. Now a 6 means that I've got 2 hits. A 6 is 2 hits. A 5 and a 4 is 1 hit. So I've got a 6 making 2 hits. I've got 2 5s making another 2 hits. So that's a total of 4 hits. I've also got snake eyes, 2 1s. So those 2 1s count for nothing. 1, 2 and 3 all count for nothing. So a total of 4 hits. Now Jamie gets to decide, is he going to burn some of his ravens to try and attack back, well, not attack back, let's try and defend I should say, or is he going to keep them all for an attack in his turn?
I will burn some of mine to defend.
Defend, okay, so how many are you burning?
I will burn, let's get rid of 2 of mine.
Okay, he's burning 2 and he rolls the dice, 2 dice. And he's got 1 miss of a 1 and 1 hit of a 4. So out of the 4 hits I took on him, he's defended against 1 of them, and he's now taking 3 hits. Right, 3 hits. How I can now decide how I'm going to use those hits, because if I'm taking out a herdman stand, that counts as 2 hits. If I'm taking out a bondage stand, that counts as 1 hit. So that's a nice combination there. I've got 2 taking out the herdman, I've got 1 taking out the bondi, and that's 3 hits in total. So those men are now cast into Valhalla or wherever, and they are no longer in the game. So obviously I've weakened that square. That's my turn. I'm going to just tell you about another thing that you can do in your turn, which is to burn one of your ravens and move one of your stands to one side. So it's up to you now, Jamie, whether you do exactly the same kind of thing I did. You can attack anywhere you like, burning as many ravens as you like to attack, or you can burn ravens to move if you like.
I will use my 4 ravens on my left flank to attack you straight ahead of me, I think.
Okay.
So let's take some dice and give them a roll.
Yeah, so 4 dice. And so let's get through
that's
that. That's
good.
a 6, so that's 2 hits. That's a 4, so that's another 1. That's another 4, so that's another 1. And that's a 2, so that's a miss. So a total of 4 hits there. And I have got 2 that I can potentially defend with, or I can attack with. I'm going to defend with both of those 2. So he's taken 4 hits off me. Let's see what I can save. Well, I rolled 2 3s, so I've saved nothing. But having said that, let's now throw in the other rule, which is the rule for the thralls. Now, the thralls can count as a re-roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn 2 of the thralls and use those 2 to give me re-roll dice. So I'm now going to re-roll those 2 3s, and I now get a 6 and a 4, which is far better. So that's 2 defense there, and another 1, that's 3. So of the 4 he got on me, I've managed to save 3 of them. Therefore, he's only got 1 hit. So you've only really got 1 option. You can kill a Bondi.
Let's get a Bondi going.
One of those that's not got a stand. So we'll get rid of one of them. So I think probably immediately you can see pretty much how the game works. We're attacking, we're defending, we're moving if we want to. So if it now goes back to me. If I actually decide I want to strengthen over there, what I can do is I can burn one of my Raven tokens to move that Bondi from there to there. Or I could move a Herdman, doesn't matter. And I've strengthened that. Of course, I've weakened this area as well. And that becomes my action. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on playing the game, and we'll tell you how it, and we'll show you how it pans out. We're also going to start throwing in some of the cards as well. Jamie's got 5 cards, I've got 5 cards, and these add in things like, at the risk of giving it away, I've got a one here that says Boar's Snout formation. Play immediately after rolling attack dice. Re-roll all fails. You cannot use thralls in this action. So that's a bit like using a thrall, but it's not. It amounts to the same thing. Or I've got Unleash the Berserkers. Choose one of your areas with 1 or more herdmen present. Immediately roll 3 attacks for free. So you can see the kind of thing that these cards do. They add extra bonuses. What's one of yours, Jamie?
So I've got here the Solid Shields of Linden. It's after, I play this immediately after rolling a blocking dice. I can re-roll all my failures. Only once it specifies, just once. Okay,
so that's the kind of extra that the cards give you. Extra dice rolling, extra defense, that kind of thing. So we're going to crack on, and we'll get back to you a bit later to tell you how the game is progressing. Okay, so we've whisked forward in time now to the end game of our Battle Ravens game, and what's happened in the intervening time is that I've pushed forward and taken this 1 square here, so the Norse have taken that square. The Norse have also taken this other square here, so I've got guys in that square. And then Jamie's pushed back, so the Anglo-Saxons have taken this square, and the Anglo-Saxons have taken that square. Now, if you remember, I said the ultimate aim of the game is to take 3 squares off your opponent. So we've both pushed through in 2 different places. So it's kind of even Stevens at the end. As we've done that, we've had to take away some of our Ravens counters. Each time you lose a square, you have to cast aside 3 of them. You also have to cast aside a thrall as well. So we're down to 1 thrall each. And we're now approaching what is very likely to be the final turn. So we've got all of these Raven tokens to stack into 2 squares. The same player keeps going first, as has done all along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for broke, and with these guys here, I'm going to load it up with a massive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Ravens in there. 9 is the maximum you can ever put in any one square. And Jamie's going to retaliate with
another 9.
Another 9 back.
Going to be a scrap.
And then I'm going to put my remaining 5 in there.
My 5 as well.
He's going to do the same. So it's pretty even, apart from the fact I've just got a few more men than he has here. So taking all of the 9 dice, giving them a roll, and seeing what I can come up with. I only need 2 hits to take you out. Although having said that, you've got loads of dice in defending. So 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all misses. I've got 5 hits. As I said, I needed 2. How many are you defending with?
I'm going to burn. Let's burn 5 of mine to see if I can do anything and try and survive it.
Okay, yeah. So give them a roll. Looking to better 5.
Ooh,
2, 4, 5. You matched it completely equally. So all of mine have been burned, got rid of all of those over there, and you've managed to defend, and you've still got counters left. So over to you now, your action.
I'm going to see if I can strike with my 5 here.
Okay, and here's your 5 dice. Strike it away.
Oh, it's dreadful roll.
It's not good, you've just got 2. I am going to defend with 3 there, so I'm trying to take 2 hits back. Oh, look at that. 2 5s and a 6, no problem. The shield wall is maintained. Right, so my go again now. Now, I've only got the option here to attack with these last 2, and I need at least 2 hits, and if I do get them, I'll take him out, because he's got 2 Bondi. They've got 1 hit each. So here we go.
Drum roll. Oh, he fails them both.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish. I have got a thrall. I'm going to re-roll 1 of those dice. I could be lucky and get a 6, which would mean 2 hits. I've not. I've got 1 though, and he's taken 1 off, and they've gone. Right. So over to here. Maybe this will be the end
Right.
game. How many got left?
So I've got 4 hits that I'll spend to attack these guys here. So I need to be very lucky with this. Let's have a go.
Yeah.
So I need a couple of 6s. Let's go.
I got one
6.
6, so that's a total of 3 hits, a 6 and a 4, total of 3
Let's
hits.
get rid of them.
I can't do any defending. I've got no thralls or anything. Actually, you can do a re-roll 1 of those, because you've still got a thrall left.
Yeah, let's give it a go then.
And if not,
so I'll expend my thrall and have another re-roll at it. That's a hit, so I can get rid of a Bondi. So
Okay.
not the final turn, but close to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
This will definitely be the final turn now.
So we get our thralls back. We put 1 thrall back in each square. Any of them.
There we go.
And we go again. And yeah, so these are going to be very heavily loaded now. So I'll go first, and I'll put in however many I want to put in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 9 into that square there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and you now place yours.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to counter with that with another 9 to try and defend you with.
Okay, my remaining 5, when you've stacked up, are going to go into there.
My 5 will go there as well.
And I will go straight in for the kill with this 9 against your 1 remaining Bondi here. Can I break the wall? Surely. Well, that's not great, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. I'll go for 1 re-roll, burn my thrall to get 1 re-roll. No.
No luck. Right,
3
I will spend
they're all gone.
5 to defend.
There's 5. 1, 2, 3.
So let's see if I can do some damage now with my 3.
Hang on, how many did I get?
3.
Okay, right,
I think.
okay, yeah. Right, okay, yeah, okay. I think
Spend my remaining 3 to attack back. Yeah. That's 2. So I'm going to burn my throw to re-roll again. Come on.
This
if I get this.
Yeah! Oh, that's a 6. That's 2 hits. Okay, so he's broken my wall there. He comes in. He's now taken 1, 2, 3 spaces. Now, we have still got this here, but actually the game, I'm sure. Check this. I'm sure the game ends immediately as soon as you take your 3 spaces. So, cheers, thank you.
Good
well
game
done. And it's nice being hammered by the Anglo-Saxons. So that's it. That's Shieldwall for you. It's been a very quick run through, I know, but that's because you've got busy lives. You want to be playing war games, not board games. But no, it was. It's good, and it's good to support Plastic Soldier Company, and great figures from Peter Dennis, his Paper Soldiers range. It is a good game. It's a very good representation of Shieldwall combat. I wouldn't have thought Shieldwall combat was even possible to represent in a board game, but it is, and they've done a good job of it. It does make it pretty attritional. There's a lot of dice rolling, and there's a lot of sort of banging your head, but that's what Shieldwall combat's about. I've played it now with Jamie. I've played it with a mate of mine who's just a board game fan. Played it with my 11-year-old son. I've played it with Shieldwall aficionados, Gripping Beast, and everyone's enjoyed it. They've all taken something out of it. So I hope that's given you some idea of what Battle Ravens is all about. Cheers. This video has been produced by WI Prime. WI Prime is Wargames Illustrated Magazine's online members club. As a WI Prime member, you get access to all Wargames Illustrated videos before anyone else. We'll keep you posted on what's new via the Primetime News Bulletin delivered to your inbox every Friday. If you're not a WI Prime member, you're missing out on loads of benefits, including access to the Wargames Illustrated Vault, freebies, discount vouchers, PDFs of the latest magazine, and more. Find out more about WI Prime by following the link.